United States. The U.S. has a vested interest in seeing the Cuban Revolution fail, and has since the very beginning. Cuba continues to show the world, in spite of the embargo, that the struggle against capitalism is possible. The U.S. knows that given more resources, there would be absolutely no question to people around the world that capitalism is not viable, but socialism is. This is why they do their best through the embargo to keep these resources away, so that they can continue to engineer scarcity and call it a failure of a socialist state rather than the creation of a capitalist state fighting to preserve itself. Just as the U.S. fights to suppress self-determination for Cuba, they do the same in other countries throughout the Caribbean. Majority black islands, to be exact. Another nation that the U.S. has relentlessly tormented is the island nation of Haiti. Haiti has faced repression from imperialist forces since their successful slave revolt at the end of the 18th century. The United States has been a major part of that repression throughout history. Because of the abuse of the U.S. and other colonial powers, Haiti has long had issues of scarcity of resources similar to Cuba. Most recently, the president of Haiti was assassinated by forces acting on behalf of U.S. interests, causing further turmoil within the country. But in the case of Haiti, the highlight of these issues would only serve to implicate capitalism and the intervention of the U.S. as the culprit. The times when the U.S. has turned their attention to issues in Haiti, they have only done so to solidify their stranglehold on the island and their unwarranted involvement in Haitian politics. Nonetheless, Cuba understands the importance of standing in true solidarity with Haiti. They have demonstrated their support for years. They have consistently provided medical care in times of crisis, such as the earthquake of 2010, and even during the current pandemic. Like right now, it's still happening. Cuba understands the power of help with no strings attached and putting people before profit and conquest. We must answer that call for Haiti and for Cuba. We know that when we support the self-determination of the Caribbean and the global South, we chip away at the stranglehold of colonialism and continue to gain ground in the fight against capitalism. In the case of Cuba, the Cuban people have been asking folks in the U.S. to stand in solidarity by ending the embargo. It is literally the very least we could do.
That's right, that's right.
Today is the anniversary of the beginning of the Cuban Revolution. Folks are out here today because we know that revolution is still alive and strong. We also know that the continued success of that revolution is crucial to the freedom and safety of those on the island, as well as the project to end capitalism and colonialism worldwide. Therefore, just as Cuba stands in solidarity with other nations facing the failings and exploitation of colonialism, we stand with them now. Viva la revolución! Thank you.